with that said, I guess we are going to suspend the idea of a 30-second time in because, yeah, apparently my iPad is having a weird moment. Anyway, hello, welcome in. Of course, I am Michelle with YesMichelle Crochets, and I am going to tap the chat so I can see what everybody's saying. Oh my goodness! Good morning, and hello. Welcome in, Marty, and welcome in, Kim. I see you guys are chatting and getting acquainted. I love it. I love it. I love it. You already know each other, but it's just fun to have you all here today. So, I have. Good morning, Kitty Lane. Good morning. I love the hearts. I love it all. I have a. Forgive my squirrely brain this morning. It has been a morning, but a good morning. Busy, but good. So having you guys here kind of centers and grounds me. What you guys don't know is, for those of you who are members, maybe you do know, I have a royal court gathering prior to this event. And the unfortunate part for me was I could not see any of the chat. So I don't know if anyone was there or not, which is unnerving. But I will be learning and growing and figuring out a different method of accessing that conversation without having to go through what I've been through. Anyway, good morning. Good morning, Suanne. How are you today? You guys tickle my soul. And I'm not highlighting chat yet just because I want to tell you what we're going to be talking about. Because unfortunately, I only have the hour that we're here. Hi, Cecilia. Welcome in. Welcome in, guys. Oh, you guys make my heart so happy. But I literally have a planned conversation for us today. I want to talk about inventory. This is what I was talking about on my conversation with my royal court. And I wanted to expand that conversation to include all of the people who attend my live chat. And my goodness, you guys are so, so awesome. I love that you love on each other. That is so important to me. Anyway, I was honest in saying that I have a very strange inventory. And by strange, not that I have strange yarn. Okay, maybe I do have a little strange yarn. What I have is a strange system of keeping up with my yarn. I live in an apartment, so I have yarn here on site at the apartment. Some of it is in my room. Good morning, good morning. And some of it is in the hallway in bins so that I have access to it when I'm not in my room. Plus, I don't have the room. Good morning, Amelia. And some of it is in my living room, but a lot of it is in a storage unit off site. With that in mind, knowing where each bit of that yarn is can be problematic for me. And please understand, I have tried different systems, whether it was writing it down and then annotating that it's located here or there or there or there. There are some problems for me with writing it down, and that is one, remembering to write it down. Yeah, I fail at that epically more often than I try. Hey, Jeremy, welcome in. And then other times I have filled up the book and forgotten to correct things. Like, let's say I pull 2 skeins of an Aran weighted yarn to do a project with, and I forgot to update the inventory. That's a problem, because when I go back thinking that I have 6 skeins of something, I actually only have 4. And maybe that's not enough to finish that project. So for me, having something that is digital that moves with me wherever I am, i.e. via my iPad or my telephone, then that's something that works for me. It would probably work for many of you. And the reason that I wanted to discuss it today, hi VJ, welcome in. Thank you for being here, is the fact that the person who created my inventory tracker is in our chat today. and that is Flossom Crochet with Marty. Marty has an amazing system, just an amazing mind, because there's no way Michelle could have come up with this concept. I just couldn't. Hey, BB, welcome in. Go make that smoothie and then come back. But she's phenomenal. And she asked me and a couple of other people to test this system. I didn't just test it, I literally live for this system. So I wanted to roll it out to you guys, and I am going to drop the link for it right here. This is her stand store. Marty is, hello, good morning, Gypsy. How are you? But Marty's stand store has a lot of great things in there, and I highly recommend you check it out. But I absolutely am here to tell you, if you have an inventory of more than 3 different colorways or 3 different fabric types of yarn or whatever, if you have an inventory, you need an inventory tracker of some nature. But I would recommend you take a look at Marty's system. The price point for it, well, I would love to argue with her about it because I think she's not charging enough. Honestly, this inventory tracker has saved me money. And it saved me money because I, on multiple occasions, have seen a steal and a deal on yarn that I thought, oh, I have to add that to my inventory. No, you don't. You literally have 8 other skeins of this yarn. Or, you know, especially for those of us who are big twist fans, and we've wanted to get as much of it as we could at the best price that we could, because we know that Joann is going out of business. Woo! I'm telling you, I've had to that hand a few times because the need to buy was right there. Excuse my lipstick on my cup, but I have been drinking coffee because, yeah. Oh, Jeremy. See, you would be a great person to have that inventory tracker. I'm telling you, she's so much. I love you. I love you too. I told you I was gonna have to talk about this, and I gave you enough time to do your own thing. But now it's time for me to tell what I know and what is true for me. That inventory tracker saves me money. It saves me time, but it especially saves me because I don't have to pack up 10,000 different things with me to go to the storage unit to know whether or not I have what I need or I have enough of what I need. My inventory tracker is on my phone because you can access it via Google Sheets, which is what I use. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Marty, you can also use Excel. So whatever your spreadsheet of choice is, you can use that system to use that inventory tracker. And oh my goodness. In fact, I think VJ, I sent you a picture of my system of organization for my yarn with all my totes and the numbers on the totes so I can cross-reference. And she said, yes, you can use Google Sheets and Excel. So guys, I'm telling you, you need a hook with her. Literally, hook with her. I love it. I am a punster even when I'm not trying to be. And as she said, it's been life-changing for her. It's been life-changing for me. Yes, it really has been. So I and VJ is giving testimony to the fact that I did send her a picture of my inventory. There are currently in just my storage unit, 12 64 quart bins filled to the brim, like squeezed tight with all of the yarn that is there. And there's room for more, and more is going there because I kid you not, looking beyond my iPad and looking beyond you is an entire wall of yarn. There are bins in the floor. For those of you who have seen the transparency of Juan the Yarn Addict's filming room, where he's got bins and baskets and bags of yarn? That would be me. And unlike Juan, who has a studio dedicated to filming, my filming space is my bedroom. So, in addition to my bed being in this room, I have all of my yarn in baskets and in bins and on my yarn wall. Right next to me is a bookcase of all of my books. Hey, Tina, welcome in, darling. Good to see you. So, with that said, I needed to come up with not only a system of better organizing my yarn, I'm still working on that part, no shame, but I have a phenomenal way of knowing what I have. And as I can, I always have an internal struggle between buy the yarn or don't buy the yarn. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. But either way, I win because I have my inventory tracker that helps me stay on track with how much of what I have. For example, and I need your help, guys. I really, really need your help. And Kim is probably going to slap my hand. Kim, I'm sorry, but I got to do it. And there are others who are on my side. So I'm doing this in love, but I'm doing it nonetheless. I need your help, guys. I need you to put just a teeny bit of pressure on Juan the Yarn Addict to create the pattern for that big sweater that we see him wear on date night. With the one with the hood, the one that's too many sizes too big for him, that he could just go ahead and put in a box and send to Michelle. Yes, I know he's not going to give it up, but I do love it. And it is gorgeous. So many of us are in love with that sweater, and many of us want that pattern. So we need to continue to remind him gently that we are hoping to get that pattern. I've already got the yarn in inventory waiting for him to release that pattern. Everything will come to full stop when I get that pattern because I need that sweater. So Kim added a comment. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. You understand. It's a love thing. It's not a oh, let's pressure him, let's annoy him, let's not annoy content creators and pattern designers and creatives to do things like extra work, but simultaneously, if they have suggested that they're going to do something, periodically it's appropriate to say, hey, we're still waiting on X, gently. So, and Jeremy, I'm telling you, my darling, do you know I finally figured out what I'm going to do with that Pioneer Woman yarn? I know exactly what I want with that. Yes. And Jeremy said I have 3 30-gallon, 3 27-gallon, 9 18-gallon, 2 shoe boxes of yarn totes, plus a few bags full of yarn. And considering the things that he makes with his yarn, you guys, he needs an inventory tracker. I'm just saying, Jeremy. I dropped the information. And of course, VJ dropped the link for those of you who don't already know how to access Juan the Yarn Addict. This is how we get him. Let him hook with this man. And Kim is saying that sweater is giving everything. And it really is. I love that sweater. Like, I'm telling you, as much as I would glue in on everything that he's saying when he's talking, I'm glued in on that sweater. I want that sweater. Oh, you mean like me telling MDL that he... Yes, ma'am. Exactly like that. Speaking of which, can we work on him doing that? In Tunisian and crochet? Because I'm not a Tunisian girly, but I absolutely am a crochet girly. And Panda's pattern yesterday was everything. So if you guys are wondering what VJ and I are talking about, yesterday, of course, for those of you who don't know, this is our phenomenal VJ. She is everybody's BFF. And VJ's channel, on Mondays, we do more like a crochet along and a chat situation. On Wednesdays, we send her pictures through her Facebook group or email, all of the information of projects that we're crocheting and working on. Hello, Vivian. Welcome in, my beauty. How are you today? And then on Fridays, we have FO Friday, which is our finished object Friday. And I love that our community funnels all of those pictures to her because we get to see what's on and off everyone's hook. Well, Panda, who is Michael's husband, shared with us a picture of a blanket he made. And when we all saw it, we all agreed it needs to be a sweater. So a little pressure onto MDL to get that done. Oh, well, if you decide to make the sacrifice, I'll send you my measurements. Just so you have something to make. I don't want you to not use that yarn. Anyway, you guys, this is what I really wanted to talk about related to today's topic. And then I'm going to get into something else in just a second. I'm sorry. Jeremy said, every time Wine wears his oversized cardigan jacket, I have inspiration overload of ideas for a duster cardigan. Exactly. This is why I'm like, get him to do this for us. The community needs it. It's like if it's raining outside and somebody has 2 umbrellas and somebody has none, share that umbrella. Give somebody some help. One, give us the sweater. I am looking at my television because my young adult is headed out to work. And like I said, it is raining in our area. So my mind is with them as they head out the door. But the other thing I wanted to talk about, and give me just a second. Okay, Marty said she'll be right back. Oh, thank you. We're fine. It's just rain. It's springtime. It's what we expect, and it's what we'll deal with. So with that said, you guys have noticed on my channel, there has been a little bit of a pivot from me in the way that I do things. And I'm hoping that you guys are kind of okay with what's going on. I try as much as I can be to be transparent with each and every one of you about the pivots that I make. But I told you in the beginning that as I see a need to make changes, I am going to make those changes. For me, that included being more direct. I'm sorry, I am letting my TV know that I did not appreciate it doing what it did. So forgive me, guys. I literally control my TV from my phone. Apps on phones, it's what we do. Let me see if I can scroll down. I need background noise. It helps me. Thank you. Anyway, in the process of my pivot, I have had, very honestly, some stuff happen behind the scene that said, okay, listen, I've taken as much as I'm going to take. It is time for me to let you know I'm done with that. And I'm doing it in front of you. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you need to be transparent with your community, you can be. Whether you're a content creator or you're just a person. I'm sorry, I have to adjust. My chair has me low. There we go. That's a little bit better. Thank you. I need those hugs. Oh no, you didn't get the launch? Yeah, well, don't do it now. Please don't. Wait till, okay, whenever you get to it. It'll be there. It's lawn. Anyway, so those of you who know me beyond this channel know that I'm a person that isn't just all about community and promoting myself, because literally I'm the last person to promote myself. I am all about amplifying the voices of the people around me. I think if we're all solidly amplifying each other's voices, everybody gets heard. So Yes, I started YesMichelle Crochets. I'm the face you see. I am my brand. I am my voice. I market me and the things that make me happy. But what makes me happy most of all is all of you. Hey, Mama Winch, welcome in. You have a great day too, my darling. So, in the process, I'm going to call a thing a thing. I've shared with you all that I am a daycare provider, and that hat and that role bleeds into other aspects of my life. So if a child is doing well, I'm going to love on them and share and give and do for them. And if a child is not behaving so well, then I am going to help them course correct in a win-win mentality. I call a thing a thing. If bad behavior is happening, I'm going to say it's not good. Hello, Nifty. Welcome in. And as such, I'm going to bring it to the front of the camera, because if it's impacting me behind the scenes, it's going to show in the way that I show up with all of you. I love you, by the way, Tina. I needed to say that because you needed to hear that today. So I'm sorry. I just noticed the thank you. Thank you. That is a purchase that I made from Temu. And it wasn't very expensive. It was less than $20. Anyway, with me being authentic and transparent as a teacher of daycare people, I am also a coach in many aspects. It's the Aries in me, it's the mom in me, it's the teacher in me. Be it the homeschooling hat that I have worn, where I have homeschooled one of my children, or the daycare provider hat, or the mentor that I have been in the autism community, in the educational community. Temu, yes. Yes, ma'am. And those aspects of my personality need more attention. So I am leaning more into my coaching era and my coaching aspect. So with that said, I am doing that part of it in front of you guys on this channel. And I hope you guys are okay with that. One second, BJ said something else I missed. She coaches me back, for the record. She teaches me, but you all do. This is what I mean about cultivating a community. We aren't just Michelle throws it, throws it, throws it. You guys give it back. Whether it's saying, you know what, Michelle, this is a great resource of getting yarn, but they have a terrible checkout system. I'm not naming any websites that might have said they had mystery boxes of different numbers, and then when people ordered them, they got the exact same product in every box. Those that know, know. Those that don't, well, inbox me. I'll tell you. But I won't shame them in public spaces. You may know who they are simply by the fact that for the past couple of weeks, I haven't mentioned them in my sales spotlight. Welcome back, Marty. And I am laughing because our darling Jess just entered the chat. Good morning. Love you, sis. So, with that said, there is a need for me to be able to share with you guys ways to grow, ways to develop your individual brand, whether you're a content creator or you are seeking to become a content creator, or maybe you just need to be able to solidly say, I am whatever. Maybe you have dreams and goals and aspirations to do things, and you want to ask questions of how to get that done. Well, this is what I do away from the daycare and the YouTube. So as you have those questions and you need to have those types of conversations, then by all means, reach out to me. This is what I want to make a part of the fabric that is my channel. So yes, we are still going to talk about all the shenanigans that is yarn. we are absolutely going to talk about all the content creators that I have connected and related with to enjoy those experiences. And I am going to get back into interviewing. So please expect to see that coming very, very soon. But in the meantime, in between time, I also want to be clear with you about why we are no longer doing book club and what we are doing instead. So a lot of the conversation is going to be free information that I'm going to drop just because I can't hold water when it comes to the great ideas that have been shared with me or poured into me. At the same time, I'm very transparent about the fact that just as Juan the Yarn Addict said, yes, I am referencing him a lot today. He's inspirational. But as he said, this is a job. This is a job that causes me to spend money. And as I spend money, I need to recoup the expense. Call it ROI, return on investment. I'm investing in this channel so that I can give you all quality videos, quality conversation, and quality inspiration. Conversely, I'm asking you to invest and bet on me and what I'm doing. For those of you who did not hear me say earlier this week, I just started with Zoom so that I now have direct Zoom access. So if we're doing a one-on-one coaching conversation, we can do that via Zoom. So we have that complete interaction. And I think what I'm going to do for my members, rather than doing a members only live, I still need to talk to Juan about that. But again, mentor. But I think what I am going to start doing is for my members, giving them access via Zoom so that we can have that one-on-one conversation. And they can show me the things that they're making, and we can have more solid, structured conversations away from the YouTube platform. So with that, shameless plug, if you're not already a member of my channel, I am going to invite you to personally join the membership tier. And my recommendation, of course, is the Royal Court, because those are the people who will have the access to that Zoom conversation. I currently have, let me look, because I have notes. You know your girl got notes. Come on. Let's not pretend we don't know who I am and what I do. There are currently 4 conversations that I am already excited about over the next 4 weeks. And yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do those via Zoom. So don't expect to come to the channel and see a members only conversation. I may later. Hey, Jess. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so, so much, my darling. I love you guys. I am laughing because when I tell you, people know how to make me blush at just the right moment. Oh my goodness. Woohoo. Welcome in. Welcome in. You guys, especially my members, my Royal Court members in particular, make sure that you send me an email. My email is YesMichelle@gmail.com. And my reasoning for this is I'm going to send you guys Zoom link access so that you can. What did you say? I'm royalty now. Can't tell me nothing. Baby, you've always been royalty. You just let everybody else know. That's the difference. That's the difference. Anyway, send me those emails so that I can send you guys those Zoom links. And I think I can drop them as a members only community post, but I want to make sure that you and I are directly connected because I want to have that conversation. And I love having that relationship with you guys. So there is that. I'm laughing at Jess. You are a mess, my darling. I love you for it because you are a mess much like me. And for those of you who don't know, when I tell you I try to remember facts about you, one of the things that I remember about Jess, not just because we had that one-on-one interview conversation, but because it's important to me. Jess is wedding anniversary is actually my birthday. So that connection makes me a little more than excited about her. So there's that. But I'm excited about all of you. Then again, I think you all know that. And if you don't know, you ought to know. And what did Kitty say? And don't Zoom after 7 p.m. Oh my goodness. Um, Kitty is talking about the fact that she and I have been working one on one in a coaching aspect on different concepts that she was interested in knowing more about. So she's one of my coaching clients, and I'm excited about the relationship. Kitty, if you want to gently share, if you want to, some of the things that you've been able to gain just from the 2 meetings we've had thus far. And I'm going to take a sip of my coffee while you all have that chat. Excuse me. And VJ's laughing at me because she knows, yeah, between 5 and 7 on a weeknight, that's the only time to reach me. After 7 p.m., I am a pumpkin. And if you see me in the YouTube streets, feel free to call me out about, girl, why are you not in bed? Because I do get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So the idea of getting up that early does mean a girl has to go to bed, or else I am zombified. And a zombie Michelle has a potty mouth. I'm just going to be honest with you. I will let the filth flooring fly. Yes, I will absolutely turn horribly ugly right before your eyes at 7:05. It will happen. Hope it doesn't, but it will if it does. Kitty, you are such an amazing student of the information that I've been able to share. And what I love being honest and transparent about is I don't know everything. I don't. I am learning every day, but I feel like I am more of a funnel of information. Information is poured into me, and I'm going to pour it out to others because I don't gatekeep. So, what did she say? I'm sorry. I'm not computer literate, and have been asking for help since I started my channel. Well, as I can, I try to answer those questions. But what I also do is structure a learning style and a course manual so that you have that information for later. As Kitty can attest, and I think you've checked your email. We had a conversation on Monday, and then I followed up a couple of days later with a detailed written out instruction. Like she says, she and I both have notes for our notes on top of our notes with notes for those notes. We like our notes, okay? I don't think you've seen the worst of me yet. I hope. I'm embarrassed. Maybe you have. Oh, I don't know. Jeremy said, I don't like to cuss, but if I don't get my sleep, my mouth is faster than my brain sometimes. And actually, it's just my most raw feelings. Because at that point, I feel like you're intentionally depriving me of the one thing I need, which is sleep. So if you're depriving me of sleep, especially for some foolishness or shenanigans that could have waited till the next day, oh, yeah. 4, 5, and 9 letter words are a part of the vocabulary. And believe you me, I am the encyclopedia of that conversation. So I am laughing. It's so quiet around here right now, which is scary because I am thinking my dog is going to do something horrible. And I have a lot of work today, including some crochet, and I need to do some filming because one of the exercises that I am giving others to do is batch record, and I need to take my own advice with that. Excuse me. I've always been directed to videos that use computer words. Michelle teaches us in a style that's not condescending but effective. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. And I'm sorry. You are a genius. You are a Tina genius. Know that. Okay. Uh, VJ just made me breathe again. No, I haven't seen you at the worst because I know how to follow the rules, and you do so well. But she's family. That's cuz. Cuz can call. Just don't. But you can. But don't. Okay. If someone wants to book coaching call with you, do we email or do we drop a okay, or did you drop a link? I did not drop a link because I am still finished putting finishing touches on my stand so that the store itself can help create that conversation and then book those coaching calls. That part hasn't happened. So for now, just for now, I want you guys to go ahead and feel free to email me. And VJ is laughing at me. And thank you for asking that question. That was a great question. Like I said, this part of what I do is important to me and I'm very passionate about it. But these are the income generating resources that I am utilizing to support myself and my family. Because those of you who know me even a little know that I am the mom of an adult who has disabilities, and their ability to generate their own income is limited, exceedingly limited. Like you hear me say, he goes out for work on Saturdays when we're talking. What you may not realize is he only works 4 hours a week, but he's in school full time. And that seems like a great thing until you realize that somebody has to write the check for that. And I'm that somebody. So all of my resources don't just support me in my life, they support my adult child. So I like being honest and clear about why I do what I do. People always need to know, for me at least, I need to know what my why is. And my iPad is shaking because I keep tapping the screen. Bear with me, guys. Good morning, Thrifty. Welcome in, my darling. I got nifty and thrifty. Woo-hoo! I love it. Thank you, Jess. I know you understand. By the way, give Toddy a hug for me. Good morning, and yes, have a wonderful weekend with that one. Love it, love it. I don't personally celebrate Easter just because I just don't. It's just me. It's not a anything. It's just that I don't. I also am the weird person who never taught Santa Claus. We didn't do the Tooth Fairy for my older child just because I didn't, and for my younger child because that's not a concept that would have ever made sense to them. So I did not, and I don't hate it. In fact, in my daycare life, I tell my families to absolutely, when they plug in my information in their phone, especially during the holiday season, if they teach Christmas and Santa Claus, to change my name in their phone to Santa Claus's hotline. That way, if they are having bad behavior from their older child or the child in my care and they want to course correct, have them call me and put me on the voicemail and speakerphone and say that they're calling Santa Claus because they can't deal with it anymore. The moment that I see it, I change the tone of my voice and my type of conversation, and I become Bridget, Santa Claus's personal secretary. How can I assist you? And it's not like I don't know who's calling. I have caller ID. So I'll be like, oh, so this is about child A. And according to our records, this child has done this, 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 and this. How can we adjust this? Do we need to put them on the naughty list? That whole transition, it has worked so many times. It's hilarious because the parents know who I am. I'm still Michelle. And the kid doesn't necessarily recognize the voice because when you take something out of its natural element, they can't tell the difference. The blessings of being me. Okay, women, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm her bestie. I bet they had a good time. I don't know. Okay, Can I believe it? She's your child. Of course I can believe it. I'm sorry. They are your child. Let me correct myself. Absolutely. But congratulations to you all. Ah, nice. My sister used to call me when the kids were little. Okay. Right? Right. All it is creating an environment where you can utilize your experience to help others grow. That's all I'm doing. That is all my concepts of coaching about. And please know that I do my homework behind the scenes, which is why I'm so adamant about my time is my time. I cannot do this, that, and the other. The other thing I want to be clear about, as much as I can be clear about, I still have my full-time job. I work 10 and a half hours, 5 days a week. And as VJ can attest, one of my clients likes to scream a lot, most of the day, except for when they're eating or napping, they're screaming. So it tests my mettle and my patience to endure that. And then suddenly drop off the daycare hat and put on the content creator hat, which is why I film in the morning, because my headspace is still clear and positive and sweet and kind. By the end of the day, it's not always the case. And being able to transition is challenging. And then, of course, if I have to interview with a family, that blocks out any opportunity for me to be in front of my iPad for a conversation. So this is why I am asking that as you can or need to reach out to me related to coaching, that we get that scheduled and we get it on board. And yes, that's why I am putting the price points that I am in place. No, I'm not telling you what those price points are right now, because that's a conversation for another space. It's not the space for here and now. That's also why I'm not crocheting right now, because I kid you not, the notebook is in front of me, the iPad keyboard is right here. Below that is my actual laptop. Right here is my phone, and over here is my calendar and another notebook, because notes on notes on notes with notes. This is how I do things. First, in order for the child to be tested, the parents have to be willing to accept that there's something going on. And part of what's going on is the parents coddling the child instead of addressing the child. If you're 16 months old and you are constantly being picked up and held and not encouraged to use your voice or use the skills that you do have to accept where you are in a situation, then yes, you scream. It's not a developmental delay necessarily. It's more a, parents are going to give me what I want if I scream, and then I don't scream at home. Miss Michelle is not going to pick me up and carry me. I am not the nanny. Sorry, just not. I'm not Fran Dresser. I'm not walking around with a kid on my hip all day. I didn't do it with mine, and I won't do it with others. That's why I said call after 5 p.m. You will thank me. Trust me. Yeah. And that's if you can call me. And if you can't, then there's a reason, because we're just not there yet. But yeah, sometimes giving in to bad behavior promotes bad behavior. So that's why I address the work experience that I do the way that I do. And doesn't mean that I might be considering a career path change. If this part of my life develops and grows the way that I hope that it does, then absolutely. I mean, let's be realistic. I'm double nickels. The knee is screaming for surgery in the very, very near future. At some point, I'm going to have surgery on my back. So, yeah, those types of things, as they need to occur for me medically, mean that a career change is necessary. Plus, I want to be able to support others in pursuing their passions and growing their gifts. Husband said I was no traditional mom. I love hard, but I don't play. I knew you meant non-traditional, but still, absolutely. That's me. I tell you guys all the time, I've always been royal. I told my daughter when it was just she and I, excuse me, this is a monarchy. This is not a democracy. I don't care about your voice. I don't care about your vote here. I want you to be a whole, complete, and absolute being. Now, what you will be is being on the road to doing what I say, because the monarchy has spoken. We all handle what we can. We do what we have to so that we can do what we want to. That's just honest. Oh, I love you. Have an amazing day. Of course, I was going to shout out that tracker. I've been warning you it was coming. Chat later, darling. I love you. Have the best day. See, parents who experience children with unique abilities or challenges recognize the need to be strong. I thought I was a strong mom just because I was a single mom. Once I was a single mom of a child who had challenges, I became a strong mom with a loud voice. If some people saw me as a mama bear, great. If some people saw me as the lady you ran from when you saw me coming, great. Because I don't want to teach you and my child too. We're going to do it my way because my way is working. If your way is better than my way, I will learn from you. But if I'm not learning from you and you're not growing from me, then why are we intersecting? That's just me being honest. This part, I'm your mother, not your friend. Oh, I love that. Yes. But you know what? And Jess, you can probably speak to this as well. Those of us who have parented, heck, those of us who have parented, full stop at that statement alone, we should, and many of us have, taught our children to advocate for themselves, whether it's in a work environment, a school environment, a relationship, whatever. We as parents, as people, as influencers, teach others how to be, how to do, and how to engage. I have coached people in the sales realm of life on how to close a sale. That is one of the biggest challenges any salesperson will experience. How do you close a sale? How do you accept 10 no's in a row and still pick up the phone or open the door or have the next conversation with the same open, enthusiastic mindset that you need to have so that you get the job done? Those are the things I teach in coaching. Yes, I put Toddy in charge of their ARD meetings in high school. Yes, yes. Those of you who've heard me talk about the recent pivots that have happened in my son's program at school, he had a class that he could not take because he couldn't access the other components of it. So he had to go back and say, this doesn't work and this is why. And when they wanted to dismiss and tell him, you have to do it, he advocated for himself. And I honestly was thunderstruck when I tell you that man took control and was like, I said what I said. It is what it is. And I don't care if you don't like it. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I just sat there like, go ahead, do that. Of course, away from it, I asked him, where did you learn to do all of this? When did you get this voice? He's like, I learned it from you. You showed me how to do this. You taught me how to ask for what I want, how to get what I want, and how to do what I want. And how to tell people that you're not going to take advantage of me and you're not going to push me into doing something I don't want to do. So that part of who I am and what I do, it bleeds into the other aspects of who I am and what I do. Yes, I am proud of him. I don't know about the duh. I don't know about the duh. It's funny. I don't always know what is receptively learned from me or just environment as it relates to my son. So that part of my life is still an evolution. I have learned to pivot from being the front of him to being the back of him, to support him as he moves forward in this world, and be behind him so that he doesn't fall back, but to keep him going. So there is that. And that part is exciting. That part of my life is exciting. And that's the child who doesn't hold a conversation. Well, they said he would never. The honest part of that is when he was initially diagnosed, they wanted him placed in an institution because the doctors and the teams who had decades of education and experience and knowledge with the different myriads of diagnosis said he would never talk. He would never potty train. He was injurious to self and others. And the only place that he would be safe was in an institution. And all I wanted them to do, after telling me what I was dealing with, was give him something that would help him sleep, because he only slept 20 minutes a day, which meant I didn't sleep. And yet we got there, and here we are today. I'm sorry. Someone cannot be in your presence and not be left with a piece of you rubbing off on them or you making an impression on them. This is true, whether that's for the good or for the bad. And it's not just me, that's anybody. That's you. You make an impression on others, either as a motivation or an inspiration or a cautionary tale. And I promise you, I wear all of those hats at different components. Hey, Coley, welcome in. Welcome in. All is well. All is well. But of course, we are 52 minutes into this conversation, and I've thrown a lot at you guys. Let me see if I can repaste. Nope, it won't do it. Anyway, I was trying to redrop the link for Marty's Stand store, but it has already gotten beyond my access. So I will say, for those of you who have the opportunity, please check out her Stand store. Not only does she have the yarn inventory tracker, but I know there are more things coming. And since she's not here, I'm telling you, get ready. It's going to get good. So with that said, check out our Stand store. Lock it in as a place that you visit often. Be looking for me to drop a community post and let you know what my Stand store information is, because I will be rolling out my coaching components. I will also have digital downloads for you guys to utilize, whether you are going to be content creators, you are looking to grow in your work environments or your life environments in general. So with that said, I'm going to scoot because I need to go answer nature's call. And then I have a meeting in literally 6 minutes. So I love each and every one of you. I thank you all for being here. I hope you had some fun today. And please have some fun today. But before I let you go, don't forget to eat, drink your water, and of course, if meds are appropriate, please take them. I love you. VJ, thank you for dropping that link, and I will see you guys next time. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.